Hey, what's up all my otakus and anime lovers? It's All Anime Joker here, hoping all of you have been living your best life. The Halloween season is upon us now. Start of Spooktober season, I made a list of horror anime that go best for the season. The recommendations aren't in any specific order of best to worst or anything like that. I will leave it all up to you on what you find fun to watch or not. Before we get into it, please like, comment, and subscribe to catch more videos. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I will be posting a lot of videos this month that go with the Fright Fest of the season. And I appreciate the support of these videos. With all that said, let's get started. Okay, starting off with a very heavy anime, Higarashi's When They Cry anime series. The original, not the remake. Higarashi's When They Cry is a horror anime series based off the horror visual novel game with the same name. Stories features Kiichi Maibara, who just recently moved to a remote village with dark secrets and a strange string of disappearances, and murders that are tied to the town's religion and a god of worship. The series features many different tellings of Kiichi and his friends' tales as it breaks up into different routes that were featured in the visual novel, all having different focuses of the story and different turn of events. The When They Cry series consists of multiple animes, unlike Higarashi's When They Cry, Higarashi's When They Cry Kai, Higarashi When They Cry Rei, and Higarashi When They Cry Outbreak. Outbreak is more of an OVA movie. If you like violence, mystery, and a lot of brutality and blood, this is the anime for you. Next on the list is the anime Another. Another is also a pretty brutal anime, following the story of a transfer student, Koichi Sakakibara, who joins his new class that's hiding quite a few secrets. As he tries to unravel all these secrets, he becomes drawn to one student in particular, Mei Misaki, whose existence is not acknowledged by any of the other classmates. After being warned not to associate with her, Koichi is then dragged into the horrifying curse that plagues the class. As Koichi tries unraveling the mysteries of the class, tragedies arise one after another. This anime is filled with tragedy, eerie ambiance, and surprises all over. It's one of my favorite horror animes for the spooky season. Up next is another very popular and brutal anime. Elden Lied. The anime features a girl named Lucy who was born with a set of horns and strange telekinetic abilities. After being experimented on for years and bearing a hatred towards her captors, she miraculously escapes, leaving a pool of blood as she walks by. After suffering a head injury following her escape, she develops a separate personality and falls into the arms of a young man named Koda, who is now dragged into her whole world of hatred and revenge. This anime starts off extremely brutal, and it doesn't slow down as the story features other gruesome factors that I can't show here on video. Next on the list was one of my personal favorites, and it's taking a step back from the destruction and gore. The anime Sankarea. This anime is a mix of supernatural and romance, as it follows the tale of Chihiro Furuya, a young high school boy who has a fascination with zombies. This fascination comes in handy when his pet cat sadly dies, prompting Chihiro to create a potion that resurrects the dead. During this endeavor, he happens upon a rich girl named Rhea, who doesn't have the best home life due to her very, very loving father. Yeah. The two become friends very quickly and start hanging out. Rhea, thinking it would be a chance to escape her burden, swipes Chihiro's resurrection potion, thinking it would unalive her. After taking it and marking it off as a failure, Rhea soon becomes the victim of a fatal accident, and is then reborn as a zombie, thus beginning the story of Chihiro and Rhea, who help each other as they adjust to her new undead life. For a boy who loves everything zombie and zombie girls, one zombie girl living in his house sounds like a dream come true for him. The reason I chose this anime for the horror season is because even though it doesn't focus on murder and bloodshed, it's still a horror anime in its own right, one with a love story at that. With the supernatural theme of the undead and the curious new changes that our heroine Rhea goes through as she develops new cravings after becoming a zombie, this anime is one of the animes I constantly pray would get a second season. Sadly, after all this time, I'm still waiting, but if you take a liking to the story, the manga continues from where the anime left off. Next, sticking with the zombie theme, we have Highschool of the Dead, an action-packed zombie apocalypse ecchi anime focusing on Takashi, a high school student who is bummed out because the love of his life is now dating his best friend. He witnesses a zombie attacking his teachers, immediately running to his love interest Rei and her boyfriend. They try to survive as the school is overrun by an army of flesh-eating undead. Vowing to protect Rei, they band together with other students to search for their families and try to uncover the cause of the pandemic. With a group of attractive high school girls, hot-blooded young lively males, and a hot nurse in a zombie apocalypse, what could go wrong? This anime has its sets of tragedy, undead nightmare, and enough oppa to entertain any horror anime fan. Next up,
私、そんなに怖い顔しているかしら？
白い肌、切れ長の目、背はすらりと高くて。
we have Dusk, Maiden of Amnesia. Now, what can I say about this anime? It features an occultic setting and a chance meeting with a mysterious ghost girl. Young freshman Teiichi Nia, starting his occult life in his new high school, joins our quirky ghost girl Yuko, who has no memory of her past or how she died. They investigate the dark mysteries of their school, meanwhile investigating the secrets behind Yuko's death. With a mystery in every episode, quirky characters, dark occult theme, and a romance between the two that goes beyond life and death, Dusk, Maiden of Amnesia will have you curious till the very end. Next, back to the darker mystery side of anime.
Well, since I don't have any parents, there's not going to be anyone there.
What are you talking about? You're an orphan?
Yeah. My dad passed away when I was little, so I don't remember him much. And my mom died when I was in middle school.
Don't you have any aunts or uncles?
No one. Neither one of my parents had brothers or sisters.
Ghost Hunt. Ghost Hunt is an anime about Mai Taniyama, who upon not-so-good circumstances becomes employed by the mysterious Kazuya Shibuya, who is president of a psychic research company. He takes requests from various clients to investigate stories and rumors surrounding supernatural hotspots, thus bringing Mai into the paranormal world of ghost hunting. Ghost Hunt is an anime with a serious occult tone, mixed with mystery, paranormal, and horror, as the main characters are fighting for their lives in almost every investigation. I'd say this definitely fits for a good Halloween horror anime.
探したよ、ユカ。
Next up, a very popular one, Corpse Party. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, only 4 episodes, what's up with that? But trust me, once you watch it, you'll see why I recommend this anime for the horror season. Corpse Party centers around a group of friends that perform a ritual using paper-shaped charms. However, the ritual connects them to Heavenly Host Academy, a school long ago destroyed after a series of gruesome murders. Finding themselves trapped in this gruesome alternate dimension, the students now have to work together to somehow survive the vengeful spirits that will teach them that the past is always right behind you, and it's not very friendly. Corpse Party is a series based off a popular video game with the same name, involving a feast of mystery, sacrifice, gore, and brutal murders. This anime would attract any horror fan, thus, I put it in my recommendation list. Next.
ありがとう。
ミサエ。
私、もうすぐ死ぬわ。その前にお別れが言いたかった。私がよく知っているあなたに。
待て。
Paranoia Agent. Now, this is an interesting anime. It's about two detectives investigating a string of gruesome assaults with a mysterious assailant flying around in a golden rollerblades and a golden bat, beating people down and disappearing as quickly as he came. The two detectives do their best to catch the assailant, dubbed Little Slugger, by the town, but with chilling rumors and paranoia growing amongst the people and the detectives themselves, it's only a matter of time before the fear drives everyone mad. Now, Paranoia Agent isn't your typical bloody horror. It's a psychological horror, themed around the fear and insanity of everyday people as the paranoia from their dark secrets begins to overlap with their personal lives. This anime is a perfect psychological representation of how people wear masks to hide their true nature from their friends and family, but have dark secrets that they satisfy behind closed doors. And those dark secrets seem to be what attract Little Slugger. Now, last but certainly not least, Princess Resurrection. Now, this is a friendly Halloween-themed anime with our young protagonist, Hiro, who sacrifices his life to save a mysterious, beautiful girl. The mysterious beauty decides to reward the deceased hero by bringing him back to life as her undead guard of honor. This mysterious beauty named Hime is the daughter of the King of Monsters and is in a life-or-death fight with her other royal siblings for the succession of the throne. Hiro, now dragged into the world of monsters, can't do anything but to do his best to serve Hime. Definitely not the afterlife he was expecting. Now, this anime, Princess Resurrection, is a bit different from the other recommendations. Don't get me wrong, it's perfect for Halloween with its gothic setting and monsters, vampires, werewolves, and even killer dumplings. But it's not like other horror anime where there's bloodshed, death, beheading. I mean, there's still blood, death, beheading, but it focuses more on the strange and wacky antics that the main characters go through with all their different quirks. Also with this, I personally recommend reading the manga, as it is one of those animes that strayed away from the original adaptation. It was kept unfinished, but all in all, I find it to be a very entertaining anime, especially in the October spooky season. Now to wrap up the video, I want to bring up some honorable mentions for the horror season. Some honorable mentions being School Live, Hellgirl, Blood Sea, Ito Junji, and Shiki. All of these are great and interesting horror anime, perfect for the spooky season, so I recommend checking them out if you haven't already. With all that said and done, that concludes today's video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from yours truly. Stay tuned, and I hope everyone lives their best life.